Hi Libras, how are you? If you're new, hi, welcome. My name is Michelle, and this is your official weekly reading. Before I start, I want to remind you guys that my readings have no date. They are divinely guided. Everything has free will. Not everything is going to resonate with everybody. And please keep in mind that yes, these are all general, so not everybody's going to, experience the same things. As I always remind you guys, please take whatever does resonate, and if it does not, just let it go. That's simple. And with that said, let's move on. Let's see what the universe has for you, Libra. Let's see. We have the Prince of Cups. Oh boy. Pisces, Cancer. The Emperor in reverse, Aries energy. We have another Libra and a Gemini. We also have an Aquarius and a Taurus. Excuse me. We got Leo, Sagittarius energy as well. We also have Libra, Gemini again, and overall energy we have Libra energy, you with the Queen of Swords in the reverse. At the bottom right here with the Hermit, we have Virgo energy. Oh boy. So it seems to be that, and I know this is gonna piss off some people, and I'm ready for it, but somebody is coming in. But hey, there's a twist to this. I know this is not what you guys want to hear, but I can't help it. Somebody needs to hear this, and I'm going to deliver the way I see it. First of all, we have somebody that seems to be from, they could have brown complexion or darker complexion. They seem to be slim, I like their physicality. They can also have brown hair. And it seems to be that where they are right now is like a tropical weather. This could be a state. This could be a country. You'll know better. With the Emperor in the reverse right here, it seems to be that in the past you did a lot of readings on this individual. You did a lot of readings. You did a lot of tarot. You did a lot of psychic things to know about this individual, because it seems to be that you guys are, of course, not only on separation, but you don't know much about this individual. What I'm trying to say is that perhaps they're very hard to get a hold of. They have little to no social media, or if they have it, they don't use it. For some of you, someone recently deleted some sort of social media though. Some of you did. Your person did. With the Emperor, you stopped asking for this individual specifically. It seems to be that they always popped in your readings, and that's like the energies I'm getting from this Aries energy is like, oh my goodness, I don't want to hear from them. I don't want them in my energies. I don't want them in my readings. Why are they in my readings? Well, you know why? Because you're moving on. You're moving on. You're setting yourself free, not looking back, minding your own business, and that is when they feel that situation. Okay? Also, because you could start dating somebody new, or you already did, and they found out and they got jealous. They're like, oh my God, I'm jealous. I have feelings for Libra still. Let me come in. A lot of possibilities, right? With the Wheel of Fortune and the 10 of Wands, the universe is literally telling me to tell you this like this. To stop pretending that this was not going to happen, as you knew, because it had been in the readings over and over that they were going to come back. The time frame was always tricky, as your person seems to be a very tricky person, because we got the 10 of Wands right here. I see somebody who's always in the shadows, meaning that they refuse to walk out. They refuse to show stuff. They're always hiding. It's like you never know exactly where they are. But if you see, this is for me like a, what is it called, this bug? Let me think about the word and I'll be right back. A fly. I would say it's a fly. Meaning, have you ever guys heard this song from Miley Cyrus? This is like back in the day when she was back in the day with Disney. Fly on the Wall by Miley Cyrus. If you haven't heard it, I would highly recommend it to hear, just for you to know what I'm talking about, the reference I'm using, because that song is like, you are like a fly on the wall. So meaning that your person is like a fly on the wall, that you cannot see it, but they're always there. They're always there. Full of BS sometimes, but they're always there. And it seems to be that they have been very cautious and careful in what they do and how much, digging they do in your life. But it's 100% that they have been watching your stuff, watching you, spying on you in a way. With the Four of Swords in the reverse, and this spying on you started when you start ignoring them, when you stop looking towards them. They started to do exactly what you did. And I know we all know about runner, chaser, and a lot of people think they know I always tell them, please get a book, because misunderstandings are always there. And like I said before, I can always make a video about it. I just have to have the time, which you guys know is very, very limited. But I'll try my best so I can recommend some books for those who want it. Going back to this, when you started, you know, ignoring them, they thought it was a phase. They thought it was like you doing that just for them to chase you, and they didn't do it right away. But when they realized that you were legit doing that because you were over their BS, you were just, you know what, you know, do you, boo, I'm moving on, I'm doing my own thing, we're grown, you know. That is the realization. Because a lot of like twin flame separations, soulmate separation, when I do this is because not everybody wants to call it like that. So you call it the same way, the other way, whatever you want to call it. That is one of the phases, like when you have acceptance. That is where your energies were giving, like accepted that this may not work, that they may not for you, and that you in a way shape or form needed to move on. And when I talk about moving on, doesn't always mean that you don't love them, doesn't always mean that you don't have feelings for them. It's like you're done with the same situation. You're tired. As your cards are telling me that you're tired of hearing about this person. But keep in mind that most of you haven't had this closure. Most of you have the situation. And again, as much as I want to tell you otherwise, it's still popping in your reading for your knowledge, for your education. It'll help you in a way, shape, or form. If you don't want this person, don't mind me, don't tell me, just move on. You know, you don't gotta tell me your biography. You don't gotta tell me that I'm wrong, because I'm not. I'm 100% right. Sorry, not really. But going back to the reading is because you, Libra, stopped looking towards them. You started ignoring them. For some of you, it was something quite easy. Others of you were struggling. Some of you are still struggling, because as much as you want to move on, and some of you are moving on, you still wonder, like, how are they? And if you tell me, oh, it's not me, then give yourself a round of applause. I can give you a cookie because I'm online. But long story short, this person will show up because they're tired. Look at this. They're tired of looking back and not do nothing. So they're stopping with hiding, they're stopping with quiet, they're stopping with, you know, acting hard to get, and they're coming forward as you have, you know, developed a stronger will. You have developed a lot of like strength when it comes to this energy, because you were the one that always caved in the past. What else can you give me about this situation, Spirit? Ooh, okay. A water sign and Libra. We attract a lot of water signs. So I see a letter J for some of you. Not all of you, some of you. But Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio is the strongest reading, and not strongest energy I'm reading right now. And you, Libra, this could be you or somebody else as well that could have Libra in their chart. But it seems to be that Libra, 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 Libra. Now you're like, I see you sitting on the throne and be like, because they're coming towards you with a little offer, like, hey, will you take it? So I see that you're like, I gotta wait what waits more. Like, you gotta show me, you gotta prove me, you know? And I see also that you are in the energy of the Justice card, which is a decisive choice, a decisive decision, a very sharp yes or a very sharp no. I don't see you in the energies of maybes anymore, but there's definitely a message coming through. There's a text message, or again, an email for some of you, or even a phone call or a message through social media. Okay, look at this, the Six of Discs, the Nine of Swords. Look, they have been seeing your glow up online. They have been seeing your photos with the Six of Pentacles here. Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Again, more air energy. They have been seeing your energies. They have been seeing your glow up online. And look at this, regretting. They're like, holy I did this. Like, look at Libra, and I could have all of that, and I just like have to look at it through the freaking online. So they have been looking, stalking you like a hawk, stalking you like bro, like stalking you, okay? And they have a lot of regret, and I see a lot of jealousy, not of like wanting to be you. Is whoever is around you. Let's say you have a new boyfriend, new girlfriend, or, you know, living your life with other people, and people are flirting and hitting on you. That's the jealousy I'm getting. It's like they're jealous of not being there for you, but at the same time, we got the Nine of Swords, which they're blaming themselves for, because they're not stupid. You know, they know that they push you away. They have been watching your stuff for a long time, but they're so proud. Again, Pisces and Earth sign here. They're so proud that they did not want to admit that to themselves. They didn't want to admit to themselves that they were missing you. They didn't want to admit to themselves that they were, you know, stalking you. And of course, there's something that they did not want you to know. They didn't want you to know that they were stalking you because they felt embarrassed as hell, but they were stalking you. Let's see. What else? Okie dokes. So it seems to be, like I said before, I'm going to say something. I got fire and I got the world here. Your person was masturbating to your photos, or, you know, watching something and thinking of you, you know, touching themselves. And with the world right here, it seems to be that they feel that you are not only looking good, looking amazing, is that they feel that you have everything together. Like, they like your personality and your who you are, because they also kind of know you, but who you are, it shows up on your photos, it shows up in what you do. So I heard, and this is not for all of you, for some of you, they are a big fan of what you do. So if you do something at work or something, they are aware of it, and they're very, very a big fan of you for that. Also, for others of you, it's a good time for you to get a tattoo if you were thinking about it. Also, it's a good time to wear orange and yellow and gold jewelry. That's a good for some of you. With the Three of Swords right here, and that is when they see you glow up like this. It's like your glow up. Look at this. Three of Swords in the reverse. This is not understanding, but this is somebody that regrets their decisions. They regret choosing somebody else. They regret not taking your offer at the time. They regret not taking a chance with you. They regret 100% the missed opportunity. Okay, they're not, oh my goodness, they're not very happy. Let me just move this real quick. Put it back. They're not very happy and the fact that they didn't took your offer. They actually often think about what life would have been if they would have been with you. Look at this. They actually chose sex or lust over something stable. Your person, we got the Magician here, which is Libra energy. You know, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, the Devil in reverse, Capricorn energy. They were actually very active sexually. They actually lack of commitment, and we know that. They wanted to keep their options open at the time, and you were right away the wifey hubby material. So your person and you were in two different lanes at the time, and now they're not, and they regret that. Again, look at this, a confirmation, Leo energy and water signs. Again, they're telling me that they regret listen to their lust, going by their desire, being horny all the time. This person was horny all the time. I don't know why, but this person was so horny all the time that they wanted to, you know, have multiple partners perhaps, or, you know, again, keep their options open because they were very afraid of like thinking of committing to one person forever. But at the end of the day, they realized that this life of just being, you know, lust and all that was not paying off, as they actually make connections that were meaningless. They actually realized that they left somebody valuable for things that at the end of the day had no value for them, because at the minute that they were done with the individual, because it was physical attraction, they were actually no more interest after that. So, and they did that for a while, because it seems to be that before all of this happened, they wanted to come back to you, but it could have been too late. And again, they were too proud to admit things to you, and they were too proud to admit things to themselves, that they just decided to keep on silent, but watching you, because you were valuable. You are valuable, and they know that. They saw everybody else as a one-night stand, right? But you were always different. They treated you like everybody else, but deep down, they felt differently. But what happened? They just chose. I know that some of you might say, it was so simple. Again, it was simple. We agree on that. But they chose to continue with toxicity. They were not forced. They were not pushed to that. They chose it. As it recently when they did that to you, you know. Again, there's a lot of things behind, like a lot of layers that can explain their behavior, and I think I can go through that. But at the end of the day, choices are made, and this person made their choice. Now, Every choice has consequences, like I explained it. And this is what they're going through right now. Looking back and regretting it is the consequence of their own actions. And keep that, this is mine. When we are separated from our soulmate or twin flame, it's like a breakup, right? So half of the time, the divine feminine, and keep in mind that when I call divine feminine and divine masculine, I don't always talk about genders. I'm talking about our energies. We got feminine energies and masculine energies. And whatever is the feminine energy is more emotional, more connected, more emotionally available sometimes. Most of the time. So that's the feminine energy I'm talking about, not genders. Going back to the reading, when we are separated from our person in a way, shape, or form, the divine feminine tends to suffer a lot, cry a lot, feel the heartbreak. They're actually letting all out, like getting yourself in a corner sometimes, like not wanting to go out, you know, like you feel very sad because you're separated from a person, regardless if you dated them or not. Legit, like a breakup, like a grief process, right? So whenever the divine feminine does that, the divine masculine is feeling free, feeling not regret. They feel regretful, they're having fun, and, you know, doing their own thing, going out with the boys, let's say as an example, or the girls, da 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 da. Well, the divine feminine is at home or, you know, working on themselves, because they're not, the divine feminine is not suffering because they want to. The divine feminine is not throwing herself on the floor to be I don't know, looked as the victim. The divine feminine is doing that so the divine feminine, can let go of every single emotion, so she can actually reconstruct herself, so she can actually get up completely healed. While the divine masculine is having fun, the divine feminine is healing. Okay, and the divine feminine can have multiple faces as anger, jealousy at the moment, I don't know, grudges, you know, a lot of feelings that is not always sadness, but it's because of the situation. Now, when the divine feminine is over all those stages, you know, like, oh my goodness, try to get it back, actually begging sometimes, and it's not even literally begging, it's more about allowing things that shouldn't be allowed in your energies, because the divine feminine is trying her best to get the divine masculine back. That is what we call runner chaser, right? So once again, once we did that, once the divine feminine is over those stages, which it doesn't happen overnight, it could take years, it could take months, right? The divine feminine feels stronger. The divine feminine can actually breathe new air, and the divine feminine is no longer looking back, wondering. The divine feminine has focus, tunnel vision, right? So while they're doing all of that, the divine masculine is having fun, like I explained before, but at the end of the day, they realize that none of that has value. So at the time that the divine masculine comes back, the divine feminine is already awakened, right? And the divine feminine is no longer there or looking back, which in the divine masculine feels like, oh my goodness, I can't believe they moved on from me. They took 2 seconds to move on from me. No, it's that the divine feminine took time to heal properly, and the divine masculine was just doing its own thing, like enjoying single life. Now, when that happens and the divine feminine now is done and, like, you know, happy, even though that you could think of them or whatever, the divine masculine will go through those stages, but it goes after you're already healed. So that is when they actually get the reality check of, like, holy moly, look at my divine feminine. I lost precious cargo. I lost a gem. So that is what happened to your person. That is what happened to you. And I understand when people even get mad that they're going through that process. And that's why I don't sugarcoat it, because you don't need somebody to tell you lies. You need somebody to tell you it's part of it. You'll be fine. Regardless of people liking that or not, it's a reality. It's a fact. If you have not gone through that, you don't know how it feels like. And everybody that I have done readings to, because it's not only that, everybody that I mentored, whenever they talk to me, they go through those stages. And at the end of the day, they go like, holy moly, Michelle, you were right. Like, look at me now. And they come back always. Why are they back? Because you have gone through the stages. Now they're going through it, and now they're wanting you back because they realized it. Half of the time, it's not too late. The other half, it could be too late. And whatever you choose is totally fine. But that is why this happens. I know people don't like me when I talk, but I'm not here to tell you, boy, girl, he loves you. I'm here to educate you, okay? If you don't like education, that's a personal problem. You can always move, skip forward. But this is why it's so important to educate ourselves. So we do not see things as, oh, it's just because the universe. No, the universe knows what they need to do. It's for your own good. How do they feel towards Libra? What is this person feeling towards Libra? Yep, they took forever to come back, right? Now they come back and they realize that you have moved on. That you maybe are not as accessible as you used to be, right? And now they're in the 9 of Wands energy. They feel hurt, disappointed. They feel like tired. They feel depressed. Because they realize they took forever. They realized they wasted their time in the separation. They wasted a lot of opportunities to come back. Now, this causes desperation in their energies, which is I'm sensing that, because they really, really want you. They really, really want you, and you have gotten a lot of attention. Your glow up, okay? This is like the breakup glow up. Whenever we go through those stages of like separation, we glow up because we have let go, because we no longer carry that weight, right? So because we know that we tried, and sometimes that's good enough, right? So when you are in that energy, she is looking back and be like, holy moly, like it hurts me. And that is when they realize they're mirroring themselves on, this is what I've done, look at this. And that's why people go like, oh, why? I'm telling you why. If you don't like the answer, that's too bad. But that is why they're back. That is why they cannot leave your reading sometimes. Of course, it's not for all of you. For some of you, but that's the reason why. That's the reason why. So with the 6 of Swords and the 7 of Cups right here, again, they feel like a fool. They feel stupid as hell that they chose such cheap options. Because, babe, they will never leave you or choose you for something better. They leave or choose something else because it's something easier. You know? You were hard work because they never see you as a hookup, which means investing. They were not ready for that, okay? So they went with something or somebody that was easier. But why are they not with them? Why are they bored? Because it was just momentarily. Okay? Momentarily. So now, look at this. Regretting. And we see somebody naked here because they're vulnerable. They're vulnerable. They cannot deny anymore. They cannot hide it anymore. They're naked. Naked, sometimes it's like transformation is the beginning. But this point is like talking about being taking off and like nothing, nowhere to hide. It looks clearly, they look clearly at themselves and they go like, I'm the one to blame. I want Libra back. I should have done things better. So that's when everything is stripped from them and they have nothing and they have to rebuild. Now with the 8 of Wands right here, they have been calling you telepathically, but you have been blocking that. You have been blocking those messages. You're like, you know what? I'm not. Look. Pisces, Leo again. Look, this person is watching you like a hawk. They're trying to communicate with you telepathically. They have tried to communicate with you like that energetically. And they have been doing a very strong job trying to communicate with you. But this person wants something with you, which is represented as the Ace of Cups, which is pure fulfillment, is the love you maybe wanted back then. You know, like they want the real thing, which it seems to be very important for them. As with the 8 of Discs, they're done playing dumb. They're done investing on things that just was not paying off. They're done going with people who are just a game to them. They want pure love. They want wifey material, hubby material, which is you. They see you as the only one and they want to build something with you. They do have a lot of feelings for you and you have their heart. 200%. Okay, again, now are you gonna let them in again? I'm not telling you what to do. You do whatever you want. Like I said before, I'm just the mom of my son, which is 3. You are grown up, you know what to do. Everybody goes through the tower moment. Libras, Scorpios, we are all, you know, good people who are put there to for lessons. So at the end of the day, if you refuse the lesson, you're not gonna get out of it soon. Okay, you have to accept the lessons. You got to accept the challenges and the hurt, because after that, that is when you call yourself the phoenix. From the ashes we rise. It's like school. If you don't study it, you're going to repeat the grade. And that is the same thing with spirituality. So, what was the purpose of the whole situation? It was for your person to get out of that stupid corner that they were hiding. It's for you to get your power back. It's for you to be actually Libra, having no regrets in whatever it is that is best for you. It's like putting yourself first, like I always recommend everybody, and make decisions that, as hurtful as they could be, you are not going to have any regrets, because at the end of the day, you know it's best for you. Look. For you to work on yourself and have that hot ass glow up that you have right now, being like, I'm hot, I'm cute, like I deserve better, like having that goddess, God energy, you know. And I'm not talking about God, I'm talking about, you know, human goddesses, human gods, you know. For you to be prepared of like, hey, I'm going to listen to my tarot reader, or I'm going to listen to my mentor, because what's the point of having some sort of assistance if you're going to always fight it, boo? For you to become, I was going to say the angel you were meant to be. I don't know why I said angels. Maybe you're into angels. And look at this. No longer be the person hurt. Always be the Queen of Swords. Always have the upper hand. Always see things before it happens. It's like seeing that something's happening before it happens, so you're ready and prepared. So that's what it is for. So for you to learn that, oh my goodness, this is red flags, or this is telling me this is happening, let me listen, let me be prepared. Because if you're done being surprised by things that you don't want or you're not ready for, start listening instead of complaining. And your person was forced to get out of the stupid comfort zone, stupid energy of like, oh my God, I don't know what to do, like, oh my God, help me. Like, no, whoever you are, if you want Libra, you need to do something, whoever you are, for them to stop feeling sorry for themselves and start acting up to their vows, start acting up to their promises. Because people cannot live out of empty promises and desires and dreams. I know the Seven of Swords is a bad thing, but I'm going to use my intuition. And the cards are telling me is that for the first time in their life, use their freaking action to good. Stop promising things you can't fulfill, whoever you are. This is for your person. Start acting up to those promises. And before people think they're going to school me how to read my cards, I use my intuition. Look what intuition is online if you don't know what it is. But going back to this, your person needs to stop acting up into like empty promises, and they have to act up like the Seven of Swords. If they're in the Seven of Swords to take whatever they want whenever they want it and then hide, they have to do the same thing, but when it's right. Five of Wands, they need to freaking fight their fears. They need to fight their fears. And I know they're fearful. They're afraid of you. They're afraid of you. They were always afraid of you because you make them feel vulnerable. Now you're more powerful than ever. And they have to face you. You are the biggest fear. You are their biggest fear, and they have to freaking face you. The Empress right here. So you can both transform. There's a promise that was never fulfilled that is going to be fulfilled. Okay. At the end of the day, it seems to be that transformation, that new beginning, that letting go, feeling free, is what's important here. So that was the main thing. So you both could be free. Of what? I don't know. You know better. Why? because I'm not talking to one Libra only. You guys are a lot of Libras. What is the outcome for Libras in this individual? So you're no longer going to actually have unanswered questions. You're going to have every single question, every single doubt that you ever had answered. Like, oh, I guess. No, you're not going to have a guess. You're going to have a freaking answer. Again, you got to be ready for these answers, because again, a lot of people want the truth, but they want the truth that they want to hear. And the truth that you're going to hear from this individual, whatever it is not going to be so easy, because some things are cute, some things are not so cute. So be ready for the truth to come out. It's going to come from their mouth. They're going to tell you the truth, but you have to be ready to hear the truth. It's like when I get people to have readings with me, I'm not going to give you what you want to hear. I'm going to give you what you need to hear. So be ready for that. Again, there's some misunderstanding, a lot of things that were left unsaid, and a lot of feelings that were actually just buried instead of like letting go. So it's going to be your chance and their chance to just talk and get that out of their chest and your chest. 7 of Swords. You're going to tell them how you felt, and how, like, you're going to actually tell them, like, I hate that you did this. I dislike that you did this. Like, why are you this? Why are you that? And they have to take it, because they were shady, you know? Because you're very, very hurt, very mad. And you're going to actually tell them, like, you know what? This that you did to me pissed me off. Like, I see you going at it, Libra. And I see them actually being very, very polite and very mature and taking everything you said. And actually, they want to apologize to you. And I see them apologizing to you and say, okay, do we have a chance? The Tower moment. This is going to be chaotic. What is coming towards your energy, Libra, is going to be chaotic. It's going to be chaotic. I know a lot of you think that you guys are ready for this, but the Tower moment, the Tower card is a heavy energy. So be ready. Be ready for what's coming, okay? Of course, it's not going to be for all of you. Don't be afraid, because some of you are completely done. And if you're done, unless you want to engage, that's when it's going to happen. If you don't want to engage, none of this will happen. But if you decide to engage, and you know, because you want to, this is going to happen. But again, it seems to be that you guys are going to be able to bury the past and actually just take action towards the future. There's still attraction in between you two, but with the Hermit energy, Virgo energy, there's still like some undecisive energy and undetermined energy. It seems to be that you will need more time to think, and they're telling you to relay on your friends, okay? Talk about it or so. But yeah, there's gonna be a chance. You're not gonna make a decision right away, so you Libra are gonna take a minute to make the best decision, because you are just, you know, doing the Libra thing, which is making the best decision for you. So now we're gonna tell you here what is the strongest emotion that this energy is having. Let's see. I see nervous, critical, anxious, hesitant, and at the bottom, confidence. So it seems to be that, yeah, there's going to be anxiety. If you are feeling anxious, it's because you are anticipating something that may happen. They want you to not overthink it, not overdo it, because anxiety is not fun. You know that. Critical, you could be very critical over yourself, but they tell you that the little voice in your head is not always your true self. Actually, you need to start like letting go a little bit and trusting a little bit more. Nervous right here. Your thoughts ease your feelings and your emotions, I should say. So if you're nervous, you're gonna always have like always looking at the worst case scenario. So you need to start being more balanced when it comes to that. But you're very nervous. They're very nervous, critical, and anxious. Like I guess you guys share this energy. And hesitant. Hesitation is always driven by fear. So again, there's a lot of fear in your energies, and that's what's causing all of this. But you need to gain confidence, babe, and they too, because you don't have to be too hard on yourself. As you know, all of these feelings is a human emotion, but you need to find your confidence, as is the only way that you can actually control this outcome, or you know, get the outcome that you desire, right? Now I'm going to give you an estimated time of, you know, when are they coming back. So of course, these are still general. So of course, not everybody's going to have the same thing. So we have time frame is within a few days. Time frame is undetermined right now for others of you. We got 12 months, which is a year. And then others of you got stop ruminating over the past. It's limiting your moving forward. No time can be determined right now. So right now, everything's like most likely undetermined. Others of you have a little bit over a year. or a year in love with you is going to be pretty soon, because you guys have been through this situation for a minute. So again, in general, not everybody's going to experience that. So now we're going to move to their initials. So keep in mind that this could be the first, last name, or middle, or even nickname. And of course, no, not all these initials are going to be for your person, so it could be one or the other. So B as in boy, R as in rose, C as in cat, L as in Leo, A as in apple, I as in Ian, P as in Patrick, W as in Walter, S as in Sam, U as in umbrella, F as in Frank, N as in Nina, Z as in zebra, and E as in elephant. So those are the potential initials of your person. It's going to be one or the other. You may find more than one, so it is what it is for some of you. Now, before I go, I'm going to give you the messages from your angels to see what's good here. What do they have to say for you? It could be about this situation. It could be about anything, honestly. Your angels. Not the right time at the bottom. Get more information. Reconsider. If you believe. So those are the messages you got from your angels. Now guys, this is the end of your reading, guys. Thank you so much for watching me. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And of course, if you guys will always want to win free readings, make sure to subscribe to my channel, as every time my channel gains 1,000 subscribers, I always host a free reading giveaway. Right now I'm waiting for my channel to hit 10K. Once my channel does that, make sure to follow me. So once that happens, I'm gonna choose 3 winners for a spread, and always I'm gonna actually add a 4th winner, which is gonna have a live reading with me on Instagram, video chat only. So if you want to be participant on one of those and maybe be the winner, make sure to subscribe to my channel. Also, I'm gonna have a live on YouTube this Sunday, next Sunday. It's gonna be the 19th, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. CST, which I'm gonna be giving a 1-card reading. Is going to be for free for everybody I can. So if you want to make sure that you don't miss my live, make sure to hit the notification bell, as again, the live is going to be Sunday the 19th, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. CST, which is the Wisconsin time. With that said, please make sure to follow me on my social medias. If you do, make sure that there are the ones that I showed you already. If you follow me on Instagram, I always follow back. And if you want to get more free stuff and other thingies, make sure to go to my TikTok, as I always have other things over there. I also have a small group on Facebook, which I'm trying to grow. So if you want to help me out, I will always be more than happy to add you. Again, I'm closed for personal readings, but I'm having a second thoughts or third thoughts of opening eventually. So and with that said, please make sure to do not fall for the scammers that are going around online. On TikTok, I do not have multiple accounts, and I ever, not only on TikTok but anywhere, I do not request anybody to inbox me when I offer free things, especially on TikTok, which is the main issue. So again, please do not fall for free readings on messages or so, because I do not message first, and I do not message anybody ever unless it's the giveaways, which I make it very clear on the videos on YouTube. So for you to know if it's me or not, stay here on YouTube, which every time I offer something, I make sure to post it here on YouTube. Once again, I do not offer any free readings anywhere else. I do not request you guys to inbox me for free anything besides the giveaway, and I do not message anybody ever offering any free readings or requesting money. I never request money, so please make sure to follow that. I do have the donations and all that, but that comes from your heart. It does not come from my account asking you guys anything. So be careful for that. If that were to happen, make sure to report and block, as it's not me. I do not manage those accounts, but the ones I showed you here, which are the official accounts. So with that said, guys, thank you so very much. You guys have an amazing day. I love you guys forever, and you guys have an amazing week. Bye.